Happy. Today we are reaching out to you from one of the biggest art galleries in Africa.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And of course, we'll be talking about food
Yummy.
today and reason all humans strive hard to stay food sufficient.
Yes, and today we're celebrating World Food Day.
Absolutely.
Guess where we're going to? Tell them.
We're going to Ibadan, and that will be happening at the Oxygen Orbit.
Why are you giving out so much so early? All right, so you stay with us and you're gonna eat virtually because I'm doing the real eating and you're doing the watching.
Food has over time inspired travel experience across destinations. This rise in gastronomy tourism has played a critical role in preserving culinary heritage, protecting biodiversity, responsible agricultural practices, and diversifying destination offerings to tourists. One of such city which has witnessed huge patronage in Nigeria for its unique culinary treasure is Ibadan. Ibadan has witnessed an upsurge in tourism traffic for its signature amala, a dough derived from yam flour and abula, a mixture of soups that usually constitute ewedu, draw soup, gbegiri, bean soup, and palm oil stew served directly from a steaming pot. This city is also renowned for the many agricultural research facilities domiciled on its landscape. Thus, it was apt that this city, with one of its iconic structures, the Cocoa House, built from the proceeds of agriculture, played host to tourists, present to commemorate World Food Day, celebrated annually on the 16th of October. The World Food Day is also aimed at promoting worldwide awareness of hunger and promote action for the future of food, people, and planet. The venue was the lush ambience of Oxygen Orbis, where tourists, food enthusiasts, and practitioners gathered to make merry.
My name is Chef Orex. Well, we came in, we heard about the food fair, and we came in today to eat the food. Well, the food is so tasty, good one, and I think I'll do this again. It's a food to pay for. So anytime you are in Ibadan, just check us here. I'm sure you won't regret it.
My name is Laura Ekele. I'm in Oxygen Orbis. Today is their food fair day, and almost every of their food very delicious. I tasted the amala. It's killing, very sweet. The Chinese rice also very lovely. All the whole food I tasted very sweet and lovely.
For tourists whose experiences are picked by an array of indigenous culinary options, tourism revenue to these destinations can only be sustained through food sufficiency. Thus, sustainable agricultural practices are to be adopted. An agricultural expert has this to say.
Our food security index is a function of a quantity of food produced and our population growth. Look at Nigeria some 50 years ago. Nigeria was a major export country.
Absolutely.
That's when we had the pyramids. They're not pyramids, right? The cocoa era, the rubber, groundnuts, all of them. So if that was possible some 50 years ago, we would have thought that by now we would have multiplied that several folds instead of going down, going back. And so our population has been growing at well over 3% per annum, while our agriculture has been regressing because of the consistent rural-urban migration. So you find that the number of hands in agriculture today are necessarily not enough to meet the demand for labor that will produce the quantum of food required to feed Nigerians. But the question is agriculture today dependent on labor? Because as we are having rural-urban migration, our leaders should have known that today agriculture is no more led from what I would call a household food security perspective. It should be led from a more commercial direction, right? Unfortunately, if you check up available data, if you look at the number of or the ratio of rural farmers versus the more commercial farmers, we should be looking at about maybe 99-1. Not many Nigerians see agriculture from a commercial perspective today. No.
Just subsistence.
Subsistence. Everybody thinks, okay, fine. I've looked for jobs here and I cannot find. Let me try agriculture. Some will say, okay, fine, because they are born in the rural areas. My father has been a farmer. Let me also be a farmer. Once we go with that mentality, there is no way we can drive up food production to compete with our population growth.
At the event was a vast assemblage of assorted foods, grilled, spicy, and wholesome. These meals cut across indigenous and continental dishes, which the participants, drawn from within and outside Ibadan, feasted on. Some of the attendees spoke to Goge Africa.
My name is Mrs. Solani Yurokibat. Yes, we are here at Oxygen Orbis. Oh my God, we are here for their food fair for this year. We really appreciate them because their food is superb. The amala, and I had Begri here and I was like, yeah, at Oxygen Orbis, in fact, they did well. And we hope for the best next year as well. We love it, we love it, we love it. I must say, I must commend Oxygen Orbis for this. They really did well. So next year, we are hoping for the best.
My name is Alex, I come from Kenya. I'm here to have the best experience and have taste of different foods. I've had different types of food like amala, which happens to be the best in Ibadan, and also jollof rice and fada rice there.
Hi, my name is Sebastian Daniela, and right now I'm at Oxygen Orbit. So I tasted their rice, their amala, their swallow, their gbegiri. It was so nice. And then they had Chinese rice and salad and grilled chicken and goats. So it's actually very, very nice, very lovely.
My name is Kamaruddin Yusuf, and I'm the CEO, Homeland Foodie and Mall Nigeria Limited. I've been a friend and a colleague to the chairman Oxygen Hobbies, and so far this is the first time I'm bringing my family here, and it has been an amazing outing for us.
My name is Okena Oladuni Deborah. So I'm here at the food fair, Oxygen Orbit. So it was nice being here. The food is very nice. They have all kind of delicacy, continental and others. And it was very nice and it tastes very fine.
Goge Africa!
While this event has brought memorable experiences for all, spotlighted Ibadan as one of Africa's top destinations for food tourism. It has also opened opportunities for the convergence of food brands and dwellers in this city and driven a new roadmap for revenue generation through gastronomic tourism offering.
Goge. Goge.
Goge.
Goge.
Goge. Goge. Africa.
Africa. Africa. Africa. Africa. Africa.
Africa. Africa. Africa. Africa. Africa. Is the only thing I want to hear. It's the only thing I want to say.
Goge Africa is for Africa and it's about Africa. Goge Africa for Africa.
Alright, on Sight and Sound, we'll bring you the palm wine tapa from Enugu State. Stay with us.
The whitish liquid beverage, palm wine, is an integral aspect of most African societies since the pre-colonial era. Derived from the sap of palm tree species, it is an essential beverage in social, religious, and cultural functions in southeastern Nigeria. For instance, in marriage ceremonies, the presentation of palm wine by the bride and consequent acceptance of the wine by the bridegroom is a symbolic act. Providing a platform for social interaction, it is common sight at relaxation centers in the southeastern region of Nigeria, where people gather not simply to chatter and relive their experiences of the day, but also to take a sip of this sweet beverage of nature. This drink is beloved not only for its refreshing taste, but also for its widely held thought as a healthy advantage over other alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages with artificial sweetness.
My name is Amalu Arenze. I prefer palm wine because it is natural, original. If you drink it, you wake up strong in the morning, no hangover. That's why I prefer palm wine.
As an economic activity, tapping of a palm tree is a tortuous job. Though laborious, its reward is not quantified by financial status of the tapper.
I'm not big money, but it's all I know, but on any amount.
Goge Africa nemo wo de kali oboyi. Anu polisi e ja kwa monemo obia nloke. Enu mo anya kele. Kele we kele ibe de kuli ibe. Goge Africa no international. One ejo one in them. One ejo Africa. One ejo Goge Africa is the best.
From the USA, and you're watching Goge Africa.
My name is Atul Chatri, and you're watching Goge Africa.
My name is Didier Bayeye, your Africa tourism expert. You're watching me on Goge Africa.
The 5 places that I think for local tourism, Ferunwa in Nasarawa, I love that place. I think it's so beautiful. Of course, we have Olumoro. And we also have Lakowe. Lakowe is a beautiful place, you know. And then within Lagos, there are so many areas where we can visit. One of those places is the National Theatre. Now, the National Theatre is under reconstruction, but one of the things you need to realize about the National Theatre is that the National Theatre has within its structures some of our great masters. You have Beniwonwu around the theatre, you have Fakeye as pillars of the theatre, you have stained glass windows done by Grillo. So there's just so much that theatre, National Theatre, is an incredible heritage site. And then, of course, Glover Memorial Hall. I run one of the oldest theatres in Nigeria, the Glover Memorial Hall. Built in 1887, its new iteration was built in 1962, and it is the place where all our politicians, the Herbert Macaulay's, the Awolowo's, and of course all our cultural practitioners, the Ogun days, you know, that is where they all got their start. So these are the places where we hope you will come and visit.
Aye, 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 aye.
uza wa Goge, uza wa Goge.
It's a wrap. I'm sure you have seen the reason Africa needs to stay food sufficient.
Yes. And until the same time, on this same channel, I'd like you to feed well, feed healthy, and
stay alive.
take it away.
Ciao.